shadow of a doubt. So if you're in position to get something to write with and something to write on, I highly recommend it. Because my mom always told me when you're talking about money, you're talking about certain things, you want to get it in writing. So what I want to do is introduce our organization to you, introduce our team. The name of our team is called the Legacy Team. And the reason me and my partners chose the Legacy Team is because leaving a legacy is super important because you want to leave your family better than it was when you were here. So that leaving a legacy, and it aligns perfectly with the vehicle that we partnered up with. But some of our principles, some of our pillars that we really thrive on as an organization is the first one is community outreach. We're really big into giving back to the community and feeding the hungry, doing certain things on Thanksgiving and really making a difference in the lives of so many people around us. So that community outreach is very important. Number two is mental health. You're going to see with the vehicle that we aligned ourselves with. Mental health and depression and anxiety is a big deal because we believe we can help with that. I'm not saying we can cure it, but we can definitely help with that without a shadow of a doubt. And number three is entrepreneurship. We focus on sharing with you principles that allow you to be the boss. Because when you keep your job, keep your career, but on a spare time, part-time basis, learn different principles on how to have business ownership and take advantage of the tax advantages. That's the biggest thing that's not really taught in some of our schools is how to be business owners and take advantage of those tax benefits and earn money in the global economy. So you're going to see with our vehicle on how all three of those in line with our principles and our pillars in the vehicle we chose. So what I want to do now is shift gears a little bit, introduce my good friend, my business partner, somebody I had an opportunity to meet in just a few weeks ago, maybe a couple of months ago. And I can definitely tell you it's been right on time. You know what I mean? You've heard the song that say, sometimes it don't come when you want it, but it comes right on time. And I can definitely tell you, me and this gentleman's paths crossed, and it was right on time. And he's somebody that I have a lot of respect for. He's positioned. Him and his wife are making some serious cash, but more importantly, they love helping people, and they have all the facts in this business. And this guy's a bunch of fun as well. So what I want to do is introduce my friend, my business partner, four-star director, Mr. Preston Scott. Are you there, sir?
I'm here, sir. Can you hear me well? Can you see me well?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, man. What an amazing opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, on tonight. Let me first give it back to Mr. Thomas Berry, who happens to be what we call a director in training. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's halfway to the top position in this company. And he did that within 24 hours. We call him DIT in a day. DIT is short for director in training. You'll learn a little bit more about that here in a moment as we present this opportunity to you all. Now, as he mentioned, my name is Preston Scott, born and raised in DC. My wife and I have been in the vacation industry for a little over 18 years. And that's what we're going to talk about on tonight, how you can travel the world, how you can save money, and how you can earn income at the exact same time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a short video about 5 minutes about how my wife and I have helped hundreds of people make and save thousands of dollars around the world. And once we show you this short video, she's going to come on and she's going to share exactly step by step how you can actually get paid online, booking a trip, and earning some income. And then when she's done with that, we're going to show you a little bit of information about our very unique referral program, right? And then we have you guys out of here. So give me a moment. Let me cue up our video, and I'm going to show you this quick 5-minute video, and we're going to take it over to step 2 here in a moment. All right, where we at? Here we go. If you got some popcorn, go ahead and get your popcorn out. You know what I mean? Let's get it done. I want to make sure let me make sure my sound is being shared. Absolutely. So here we go.
If you have ever dreamed about making money, traveling the world, and having fun in the process, this is it. What we're about to show you is a proven turnkey travel business backed by real industry experts. A business where people just like you are having fun, making money, and creating a whole new life for themselves. It's called IntelliTravel, and here's how it works. As you may or may not know, Every single time a hotel is booked, a car rented, or a family goes on vacation, there are commissions paid. Sometimes they go to a well-known travel booking website. Sometimes they go to a traditional travel agent in a storefront location. And sometimes they go to people like you, working from a laptop anywhere in the world. At IntelliTravel, we give you everything you need. Direct access to travel vendors, special rate travel inventory, a state-of-the-art website, business cards, tools, videos, everything you need to promote your travel business. IntelliTravel is the original home-based travel agency for over 25 years. And they are the real deal, with a coveted A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and accreditations and certifications with all major travel carriers and organizations. Did you realize travel is already the #1 searched item on the internet? And with baby boomers retiring and millennials already spending $200 billion a year, it's a trend that will never stop. And if you can get in front of that, it can be very lucrative. Let's say you know a road warrior, a businessman or woman who travels 3 to 4 days a week for work. Now you can offer them the same deals or better. And if they book with you instead of one of those faceless corporate sites, you earn the commission. That could be an extra $150 a week in your pocket. Have any friends or family thinking about a reunion getaway? Well, instead of some corporation getting the commission, why not you? Let's say you book 20 cabins on a Caribbean cruise. They get the trip of a lifetime at competitive rates, the same or lower than they could find online, and you get to go for free and put $2,000 or more in your pocket. And this is just the beginning. Learn how you can make money on destination weddings, scuba trips, wilderness expeditions, resort stays, even vacation home rentals. If it's travel related, you can book it. And this is not cheap, unwanted inventory or third-rate vendors. We are talking about all of the best brands in the travel industry. Hotels, cruise lines, all major airlines, luxury destinations around the world. Literally hundreds of the world's best brands right at your fingertips. And here's the best part. You can take advantage of this opportunity even if you have zero experience, because of the award-winning education and training modules where you can learn as you earn on your schedule. Even just a few hours a week, you can get up and running and earning very quickly. You can even take your learning on the road with our fabulous IntelliTrips, like 3 nights at Disney for $399 so you can check out all the rides. $99 for 4 nights in Montego Bay, Jamaica while you learn about tropical beaches. Even 7 nights on a Caribbean cruise for $399 so you can sample world-class dining and a luxury cruise experience. That's what it's all about. Learning your trade, earning travel commissions, all while traveling the world. And backing you up, the best guarantees in the industry. The best travel price guarantee, the no questions asked 100% money back guarantee, a unique profit guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Take the next step. Ask to see the full presentation where you'll see exactly how it works, how much it costs, and what you need to do to take advantage of this $8 trillion industry. Thanks for watching.
All right, all right. If you enjoyed that, if you love to travel, if you love to make money, if you understand that travel is the largest, sexiest, most lucrative industry in the world, type wow in the chat, right? Type wow. And then some of y'all, I want you to type it backwards, right? Some of y'all type wow and the rest of y'all spell it backwards, right? Type wow in the chat because you can get paid to be in the vacation industry. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about a 34-year-old licensed, bonded, debt-free travel agency that in the last 12 months has booked $1 billion in travel, and in the last 9 years, $4.5 billion. We're anticipating we're going to do $1.5 billion this year alone. And speaking of money and speaking of money making, I want you all to go ahead and hear from my wife on tonight. She and I, again, have been in this industry for over 18 years. Now, my wife is actually what we call a master travel ambassador here with our company, which basically means she is a corporate trainer. So they actually have her traveling around the country. They already asked her to travel around the world. I was like, oh my goodness, right? Travel around the world to teach individuals exactly how this business works. So she's going to come up and show you all exactly what it takes to make some money booking travel online. Imani, take it away.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Scott. Listen, you guys, I'm telling you, when I tell you I am so excited about tonight and just have an opportunity to just share with each and every one of you all. I'm telling you, this opportunity of travel has been absolutely amazing for our family. And I know Thomas talked about earlier, he said, right place at the right time, right? Well, I can tell you a little bit step further. It's about being in the right place at the right time, too, right? So if you're on here tonight, you are definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, in the right place at the right time. If you love to travel, you're in the right place at the right time. If you love to save money on your travel, then you're in the right place at the right time. If you are looking for ways to book travel and earn a commission, because guess what? Most of us are doing it anyway, then you're on the right place. You're in the right place at the right time. And so I am so excited. And I just want to thank you all for just taking some time to hear the excitement, as if you can't tell already how excited I am to just share a little bit about how we make money on the money making side of travel. Just like many of you all and myself, before getting in this business, I booked a lot of my own travel. If you all have booked your own travel, whether it's a flight for yourself, if you've booked your own cruise before, if you've booked your all-inclusive trip before, just put me in the chat so I know that I'm talking to the right people, right? The only difference between you booking it now and versus you booking it if you decide to be a business owner is that you're going to earn commission for a trip that you were going to take anyway, right? So that makes sense. And so as you saw in the video, you can book anything as it relates to travel. When I talk about cruises, been there, done that, booked it, earned a commission for it. Sorority trips, booked it. Group trips, booked it. Destination weddings, I've booked it and earned commission on all of these travel bookings, you guys. In the same way that I've done that, you can do it too. And so I'm going to share my screen and I'm just going to show you one of our suppliers that we use to book travel. And if you all really fancy, just time me and see how long this actually takes to do it so we can kind of get an idea of how much we actually make per hour doing this. So let me go on over to one of our suppliers and share this screen so you all can see this okay, right? Just tell me yes, thumbs up if you can see my screen. Okay, perfect. Yes. All right, so this is one of our suppliers that we use. It's one of our access that we have access to. And so this is what we call VAX Vacation Access. And so here under this particular portal, which is an agent portal, so you have to be an agent in order to get access to this. We have several different brands that we can use. And some of the brands that you all may already be familiar with, Apple Vacations, Southwest Vacations, United Vacations, right? You all are familiar with Busch Gardens, right? And so you see down here, Universal Studios, Parks and Resorts. So these are just a snapshot of some of the suppliers. So I'm going to go ahead and pick one of my favorites, which is FunJet. I'm going to show you an example of leaving from BWI since this is where most of us are located. And I'm going to go to one of my favorite islands. And that is Jamaica. It's one of my favorite places to visit. And so I'm going to go ahead and get real fancy. And I'm going to select a date that's close to my anniversary because my husband is on here. And I want him to just see how much this trip going to cost, just in case, you know, ladies, would you say we get things by hinting, right? Faith comes by hinting. So I'm going to just hint and let him see, just exactly how much this is going to cost. So I'm going to pick the 22nd of May because our anniversary is on the 23rd. We want to maybe stay, I won't even hurt him too bad. We're going to say 5. Right, we're gonna say 5. Right, okay, so I'm going to search for this. And as we search, the system is searching for flights and is searching to bring up a lot of different resort options as well. So we're gonna give it time to do what it does. And we're going to pick a resort. And I already have a resort in mind. Already know I have a resort in mind. So I hope he's paying attention. I'm going to look. It's being recorded, so I'll be able to share this with him later if he act like he's not paying attention, y'all. His name is Preston Scott. So y'all tell me if he's looking and if he's paying attention because he might try to act like he's not so he can say he didn't see this. But anywho, so we're going to go ahead and select some flights. So I'm going to select outbound flights here. And let's see what they have. Okay, it takes a few minutes for it to do what it does. And you'll see they're usually going to bring up, initially they'll bring up the least expensive. And that was like basic economy, which I never fly basic economy. May look right in pricing, but trust me, you always want to make sure you're selecting economy. I like nonstop. So I'm going to go back and see, hang on. Did I select nonstop? I'm going to Select a nonstop here because I like to fly nonstop when I can. So let's see. I always like to get there as early as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and do this 8:25. I'm getting to Montego Bay at 11. So I'm going to go ahead and select this flight for my outbound flight leaving from Baltimore. And then I'm going to go ahead and select my return flight. I usually try to stay as late as I can at the resort. So we're going to look at this return flight. That's 2:55. That's not bad. And it's still direct. So let me see what else they have, just in case I want to switch it up and, stay a little bit later if they have something later. So nope, that looks like that's the closest one that's nonstop coming back. So I'm gonna go ahead and select that one because I'm okay with that. And then I'm going to go find this resort that I've been eyeing, you guys. Preston, make sure you're paying attention. I'm going to go and select this resort. It's called the Princess Resort. It's a brand new resort. I'm a little bougie. I like brand new. Plus, as a travel advisor, you guys, we get to sample, different new properties. And so I want to check out this new property in person, up close, so that I can, really, really share it with my clients and be able to experience it myself. So let me see. I may have to search for it because it's a little bit further down. Let me go up and just type it in this box here so that I can get to it just a little bit quicker. Let's see. All right, let's see. Didn't come up. Hold on. I know it's in here because I have a wedding that's going here. It's called the Princess. There it is. Mangrove, Princess Census. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and break down the categories so I can see exactly which category room. Usually when you do this, the deluxe version is going to come up. Whatever the lead-in category room is going to come up. I'm going to go ahead and select this swim out. I think, let's see what else they have. Oh yeah, I'm not going to hurt Preston with 18,000. So I'm going to go up a little bit and we're just going to select the swim out deluxe suite. Okay, so I have that in there. So right now, as you can see, I already have my flights in there, my nonstop direct flights leaving from Baltimore. I've selected the resort that I want to choose. As you can see, also the transportation is automatically going to be included in here. This is shared transfers, but if I want to do private, which a lot of people like to do private transfers, I'm just going to click this little feature tab, and I'm also going to add in a few other activities that Preston and I may want to do, or at least that I may want to do, and he may just go along with it because I want to do it. All right, so I'm going to select the cash refund so that if something comes up, we want to always make sure that we insure our trip. So I'm going to select that. I'm also going to go down here and I'm going to look to do, let's see what we have. Let me go up to activities so I can make it a little quicker. I don't want to hold you all up too much. So I'm going to go right here and I'm going to select the sightseeing tours and see what else I want to include in this trip. Zip line, I don't know about that, but I definitely know I want to do this ATV. So I'm going to pick that for the 24th and I'm going to add this to the cart. And then I'm going to go down and select one other thing that I may want to do. Let's see, maybe this Black River Safari. So I'm going to go, oh, maybe the Bob Marley. I think I may want to do the Bob Marley tour. So I'm going to pick that for the 27th. And then I'm going to add this to the cart. And then I'm just going to pick Club Mo Bay because Club Mo Bay allows us to whisk through the airport and get through customs relatively quickly. So I want to go ahead and select that as well as an option. And I'm just going to put Club Mo Bay here. When you all travel a lot, you start to know what kind of things you like. And so here I'm going to do the arrival and departure. So this gives us a lounge to wait in while we're waiting for our transfers to show up. So I have that in there. I have my flights. I have my activities. Okay. All right. So we're going to go. Let me move this out the way. So now that I've booked this, I want to go in now. It's coming up about $6,000, which is not too bad. So I'm going to go and just take a look to see how much we will earn. So if I was booking this myself for a trip that I'm going to take with Preston anyway for my anniversary, I am going to now earn $584 in commission. And I can tell you, I know I probably wasn't doing this for 10 minutes. If someone was timing me, please tell me how long it took me to make $584.
8 minutes.
8 minutes. So I don't know. I tell people all the time, I make like $500 an hour. You know, people are like, well, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I just sit at home booking vacation and trips. And they're like, wait a minute, are you serious? Well, you seen it yourself. I didn't even add anything to it. But here's the thing, you guys. Let's say you were booking this for a client and you wanted to increase that commission. And let's say you wanted to add another $200. I could easily do that by clicking $200 right here. And you'll see it change. And now I've made $774 in 8 minutes, right? And so this is just an example of how you can go in and book. But the first example of the $500, I didn't even add anything extra to it. It's already built in. So it just makes sense if you're booking your own travel, if you know people that are booking travel, it just makes sense to be a part of this business. So Preston Scott, I'm going to turn it back over to you, sir.
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the thing. She touched on a couple things here. Number one, you're looking at this and you're like, well, I can just go online and book. Yes, you can, but now you're not setting yourself up for a cash refund. Well, I can just go online and book that. Well, guess what? Now you're not getting the pre-booked excursions because you're looking at that. You put excursions in, pre-book them, and it's going to cost you less than if you went to the resort. Now you go to the resort, you have to take your wallet with you. You got to have these people who are hounding you about these excursions. Now you're paying extra money when you're going to have pre-booked. My wife and I booked a trip like this for ourselves, 5 days, 4 nights to a luxury resort in Ocho Rios, Jamaica, and we made over $700 for something we were going to do anyway. So now I'm going to show you all really briefly our referral program, okay? Because if you like something, you share something. Think about it. The last time you went to a great restaurant, you told somebody about it. The last time you saw a great movie, you told somebody about it. Why? Because you're unselfish. Well, we have a unique referral program that if you decide to refer someone, you get paid. And why wouldn't you want to refer someone to what you just saw? So ladies and gentlemen, here's how this works. Anytime you refer anybody to this business, you get paid $50 per referral. And anytime someone partners with you, they get $50 per referral, but the company pays you $25 when they make $50. It doesn't stop there. When they make $1,000, you make $500. When they make $50,000, you make $25,000. When they make a fortune, you make a half a fortune. And then once you get qualified, we're going to add $10 to every referral. Anytime anyone anywhere around the world is referred to you within your organization, you get paid. Imagine you sitting at home, you sitting at work, you're on the beach, and you're getting $10 bills flowing into your bank account. You want to know how that feels. Now, this is how you get qualified. We have something called a builder program. It starts at bronze, it goes to silver, and it grows to gold. If you're bronze, you've made 3 referrals. If you're silver, you made 6 referrals. If you're gold, you made 9 referrals. If you're on the Zoom tonight and you just happen to be a bronze, silver, or gold, do me a favor and type that in the chat. If you're bronze, type it in there. If you're a silver, type it in the chat. If you're a gold, please type that in the chat. Now, what happens when you go gold? You open up 3 additional income streams. That first level of those $10 bonuses, that's when you qualify at the Gold Builder. Now you're also going to get a 10% match on all travel that's booked by anybody who you refer. Almost through this pen at this computer. Listen, I referred a gentleman to this business. He booked a wedding, first quarter 2024. His wedding that he booked paid him $42,000. I don't know of any home-based business product or service that you can make one sale and make 5 figures. I've sold a lot of things, legal and illegal. But from a home-based business perspective, never made 5 figures, one sale. He made $42,000, and then the company gave me a 10% thank you check for referring him to the company of $4,200, and I still to this day don't know who got married. Now, we also have something called a matrix. You're going to get 10% of that as well. Absolutely. Now, this works from a residual perspective. So if you pay bills, you understand residual bills, but you should understand residual income. You refer 2 people. You unlock a door to a room that has $48 a month. And I know y'all didn't come on here on Tuesday night, right, where you can be watching something else to learn how to make $50. But now you make 3 referrals, you have access to over $150. You make 6 referrals, yes, 6 referrals. Many of us know 6 people, and you're going to need to know 6 people when you exit this earth. So you're talking about 6 people you refer to the business, and then you have access to over $4,000 a month. Y'all get another $4,000 a month. Some of y'all can turn real bougie. But now you open up the entire residual pay plan with referring 9 people to this business. 9, and that's it. You never have to go beyond 9. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a director program. This is our leadership component. You become a leader by helping people. You refer 9, and those 9 start to refer, because who's not going to want to talk about the largest, sexiest, most lucrative industry in the world? So people are going to refer people. And when your organization grows to 100, you become a director. We're going to add $500 on top of all the travel, on top of all the residuals, on top of all the bonuses, another $500. And that $10, it doubles. So now you're going to get double the pay for the same work. Now we have levels 1 star all the way through 10 star. Matter of fact, if you're a 1-star director on tonight, do me a favor, type director in the chat if you're a 1-star director on here tonight. My wife and I are very blessed with the 4-star level. We've helped over 1,500 families in over 8 different countries to experience travel in ways they've never been able to experience them before. So this is how this works. This is our our presidential ring and Rolex program. Once you become a 5-star, meaning now you've helped over 4,000 individuals, the company will give you a $20,000 diamond encrusted Rolex. Now, once you're earning $100,000, my wife and I did that within 3 years. I'm a former United States Air Force Staff Sergeant. Once I left the military, I separated and worked at Andrews Air Force Base for 15 years, started working this business part-time. Part-time, we started making over $9,000 a month because we took this business serious. $9,000 a month, they gave us the sapphire ring. My wife said, that's not enough. Y'all know she likes to travel. As you can see, she's a little bougie, right? So she said, that's not enough, right? It's not enough. Y'all heard that before. So now, by the blessing of God, we were able to continue building this business to the point where I was able to walk away from my full-time job to do this business 100% full-time. And now we're at the ruby ring level, earning over $250,000 from home. We have multiple people also at the diamond ring level, and we have millionaires in our company who are wearing that double diamond ring. Now, we talked about a lot of dollars and cents. We have proof. This is our income disclosure statement. You'll get a copy of this as soon as you enroll into the company. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is my favorite part of the presentation. You see that I'm married. My wife and I have 3 children, so I believe in legacy. You all are part of the legacy team, and we're building a legacy through this company here with this vehicle. This is our pledge, and it's our pledge to you if you so choose to participate. It says, as a Planet Marketing Director, feel secure in knowing that in the event of your death, the business that you've built will last you. Your family will still receive your marketing commissions, your director pay, your director bonus, and your monthly residual income. Meaning if something should happen to you, if you unfortunately pass away, this business will fortunately be passed on to someone who you love. This happened to a gentleman in this company. He lost his life, but he didn't lose his business. His wife, his kids are still earning the income that he built with this company beyond the grave. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a turnkey business, systems, tools, even a mobile app to help you to build your business on the go. And we have an international convention for those of you who like to be trained. And who else to train but John C. Maxwell, the godfather of leadership. He'll actually be the keynote speaker at our convention this year. Now, I'm sure you wonder how much is this going to cost you, right? It's $5,000. No, just kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, you see 3 numbers here, but these are not 3 companies. Okay, these are not 3 levels. You don't start from the bottom, now you're here. We all start at the same level, right? 2 companies. You have a travel business that you own and operate like a franchise for $179.95. Then you're going to have a referral marketing company that pays you to refer people to the business if you so choose to, for just $19.95. For a grand total of $199.90, you get 2 businesses for less than $200. I'm sure that everyone who's watching this on your smartphone, on your tablet, on your laptop, you pay more for that device than you'll pay for this business. And this business can absolutely put you in a much better situation financially. Now, you're talking about the overhead. This is not one of them things. It's not one of them pyramid schemes where you put money in, you hope, you wish, you pray. You got to go get people. You got to knock on your grandmama's door to get them to do something in order for you to make any money. Not here. This is a true business. The overhead is literally $2 a day, $60 a month. Now, what do you get for that? You get an online university, an online academy. You get the company's errors and omissions insurance. You get a marketing system, right? You get access to a search engine, you.com, where when people book, you get paid. You get an IT department that works on the website and makes sure it's done. You don't want to do that, so you pay somebody to do that. You get customer support 7 days a week, 8 hours a day. When is the last time you hired someone? Well, you're going to do it with this business. So with that being said, Time to collect a decision. Either you're number 3, you're number 2, or you're number 1. A number 3 said it's not for me. It's okay. We understand everything is not for everyone. We thank you. We appreciate you. At least be a customer if you're not going to be a partner. Okay. Now, if you're number 2, it means you have questions. Do me a huge favor. Type the number 2 in the chat. Go ahead, type it in the chat or spell it out, TWO. Type the number 2 in the chat, and we're going to actually address your questions on tonight. And if you're number 1, you understand like I understood 8 years ago. Here in this business, you know that travel is never going anywhere. You understand economics, and you know that this is always going to be around. So why not earn income on the largest industry in the world? So I'm going to turn it back over to the DIT in a day. He's going to facilitate as we answer your questions. Mr. Thomas Berry.
Thank you so much, Mr. Scott. Thank you so much, Ms. Scott. I'm telling you, it's been an incredible ride, I guess, for the last 11 days, right? It seemed like it's been longer, but hey, we're just getting rolling. If you see this opportunity, I would definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, get back to the person that invited you on and just let them know, because for them to invite you to this, they thought enough of you. They thought you had some special gifts and talents that you can bring to our team. And in return, you can have, if you're looking for an extra $500 a month to pay off some bills, an extra $2,000 a month to maybe get out some debt or career change, $5,000 to $10,000 a month, you can have it here. So really, really just get back with the person. And what we're going to do now is open up the Zoom to have any questions, because we have some of the top money earners, the experts, on the Zoom. So any questions, any questions that you have, you can type it in or you can unmute yourself. Mr. Scott, maybe they all got it. Maybe they say, hey, I'm sick and tired of missing out on commission, man.
What it sound like to me.
So I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I noticed that Mrs. Scott's website is different from mine. Is that because I'm a new agent? I notice when I look at booking travel, I go to, I think the top part is travel, then you go down to stay. And I notice I was looking for, matter of fact, I was looking for a Jamaica trip today, but I did not see a wealth of list of different places to stay or of choices. It looked like it was kind of limited, unless I'm not looking in the right area like she was. I noticed my computer is set up a little different. Is that because it's a newer system that I'm using now with IntelliTravel?
No. Hi, Selma. How are you?
Hi.
No, it's probably because I was using a particular supplier. So I'm using ALG Vacations, and you may have just been looking on IntelliTravel's website. But you do get access. Once you start your business, you'll get access to all of the different suppliers. We just have to register for those. So we can get with you, between myself and Mia and Thomas, and we can make sure that you're registered with the different variety of suppliers that we have. So that way you'll see all the same sites that I have, because you do have access. As soon as you start, you get access to all of your tools and resources and suppliers that you need to run a successful business. Okay. Preston, I saw your hand up. Were you going to add something?
Yeah, I was going to say, Selma, once this is done, we actually have something set up for you immediately following this Zoom. So we're going to take great care of you tonight.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Great question, Selma. Any other questions out there?
Yes, sir. I do see a question here. It says, we are in the midst of an economic recession. People are holding on to their money or relocating out of the United States. Who's buying vacation packages? That's a very responsible question. And that question came up quite often during the global pandemic that happened in 2020. And believe it or not only did we survive through the pandemic, we thrived through the pandemic. Because although there's going to be some people who will make a decision not to travel, but there's some people who absolutely have to. And there's some people that, regardless of what's going on in the economy, they have established their own economy and they're going to continue to travel. But again, just like any other business, it's going to level itself off. And what happened through the pandemic, which was the worst we've ever had, my wife and I have been in the vacation industry through 9/11. We've been in the vacation industry through a budget crisis. We've been in the vacation industry through some economic turmoil, and travel has always thrived as the largest industry in the world because people want to do it, people have to do it, people need to do it. Doctors prescribe vacations as a way to relieve stress. So, of course, there are going to be some individuals who make some decisions, but there are going to be some who make those other decisions as well, as we've seen throughout the years.
And Preston, if I can just add, just to give clarity to an example, we actually have a lot of people who, because they didn't have a plan B, are looking at an opportunity so that if they're ever presented in this type of situation again, they won't be left, relying solely on their job. In fact, we have people that work for the federal government that are part of our team. And I can tell you, I have one young lady that's a part of our team. She's a 3-star director, very top position in the government. And what I will tell you is that her job was at some point on the line as well. But the great thing that she was saying was that in the event that she is laid off, or if she was to be laid off, this business makes enough money to sustain her entire household at this point. Now, she'll have to cut back on a few things, but taking care of her family, paying her mortgage, feeding her family is not one of them, because she's used this opportunity as another vehicle to be able to have that additional income. So, a lot of people are looking for opportunity in the event something does come up. They're not just left with just that one source of income. And I'll tell you that, Warren Buffett says, never rely on a single source of income. So if we're in these trying times, now is the time to really kind of get yourself in position so that if something does come up in the future, you'll be in a position to be able to sustain your family.
Great question. Great question. Any other questions out there?
Yes, I have 3.
Yes,
Mine
ma'am.
is Lisa Shabazz, and I came on with Louise. I joined last night. And where do people go for my website? Do I go on the website, or are they able to go on the website and look through?
Well, it's a little bit of both. Okay. So you'll have a website where individuals will be able to go to. And if you're new, we have training in place. So we'll make sure we take care of you. And I believe you might be on the list to.
Yeah, she is. She is.
For tonight. Yeah. So we have something for you immediately following this as well. So we have some education for you. So yes, there's a website that you have. We'll show you exactly where that is. And there's also some alternative methods that we'll be able to book and show you that as well.
Okay. So my next question is, okay, well, it kind of may answer. So the question is, I know you kind of answered, do I book the trips? Or do they book the trips on my website? Or do I do the coordinating and putting it together and helping them find the pack? So they'll just tell me where they want to go. Hey, Lisa, I want to go to Miami, Florida. My duty is to find them the airline, the hotel. That's what I would do, not them, right?
You can do either or, okay? You can actually refer someone to your website and they can book there, or you can curate the vacation for them. So we'll train you to be able to do both. And then you as an agent will decide based upon how you want to run your business, which would be the best method for you as an agent.
Okay, got you. So my third question is, so when I open up my page, because I named my business and it's Shabazz Excursion, but when I open up my page, they got my whole government name on the front page. I don't want that. I wanted to say Shabazz Excursion.
That's not a problem. That's just going into your online office and making a slight adjustment, and we can work with you to get that done. That's not a problem at all.
Okay. I'm almost done. Thank you.
All right, no problem. And Mr. Berry, I do see another question here. It says, once you choose a partner, is there additional training you have to take before begin to plan trips? Yeah, so here's what we recommend, Amanda, is once you get started, we do have an online academy. Now, booking travel is pretty simple. But getting paid to book travel, there's some subtleties and nuances to that, okay? Just like, of course, if you play, it's free to play basketball, but if you want to go to the NBA, there's a process. So there's an online academy that's going to train you. We have an online university to further your education, and you get educated from people like Marriott, Disney, Royal Caribbean, Sandals. You'll see all that back there. But the person who enrolled you into the business will connect you with one of these leaders, one of these ambassadors. You have Imani Scott on. You also have Mia Wood on, who are both master ambassadors. And these ladies are going to be putting training programs together to help ensure that you all are well taken care of. And there's another one, sir. It says, who's the best provider of last-minute domestic flights and hotels? I'm going to defer to Imani because she is the expert on that, but it probably would depend on the situation. But Imani, did you want to tackle that one?
Yeah, so we have several different suppliers that offer last minute deals. So it's just a matter of which one you choose. So whether you use the supplier that I just showed you, they have things there. I didn't show you all when we were in the back office, but they have different specials and different promo codes and things that are available for different last minute vacations. So it just depends on which ones, but we have tons of suppliers to use. So it's a ton of them.
Back to you, Mr. Berry.
All right, now, great question. Before we wrap up, is there any other questions? Because don't hold back. I mean, every question is important.
Absolutely.
One question. So if you book a trip, this is Lisa again. If you book a trip and you set it up and you coordinate it, and say like they need to cancel the trip or they can't go on the trip, what would I do to accommodate them so they can either get their money back or plan for another trip? How does that work?
So if you saw in the example, when I was doing it, I added in that travel protection, that cash refund. So what that does is that, and they can pick that option or they can pick a credit option. But what that does is that cash refund allows them to get back all their money back on the same credit card that they use, minus the cost of the protection. And if they decide to do credit, then they would just have that amount of money in a credit. Someplace else, and it doesn't even have to be the same place. So if they were going to Jamaica this time, and let's say they have to go 6 or 7 months from now, but they want to go to Punta Cana instead, with the credit, they can choose to go where they want to go.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, great question. Great question. And as we wind down, I want to remind everybody, ask the person that refers you to send you the link for our Facebook group. A lot of these questions and these training videos you're going to start to see in the group. All of the promotion, all of the excitement. That's our communication hub to stay connected and don't get left behind. So it's a link. It's only by invite only. And that's the beautiful part, because everybody we work with is by choice. And it's a phenomenal ride. So with that, I want to thank everybody for joining us. Thank the person that thought enough of you and invited you on. It's going to be an incredible ride. So with that, good night, everybody. God bless, and have an amazing, amazing day. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.